I would say like a, I would say a weeping willow type of tree, but this is not a weeping willow. It's more like a oak, a weeping oak tree, if you will. Mass Savvy Production. What's up, world? Plant Savvy here, and I am under, I would say like a, I would say a weeping willow type of tree, but this is not a weeping willow. It's more like a oak, a weeping oak tree, if you will. But I just wanted to capture this moment being under such beauty in Mother Nature here in the backyard, garden, jungle, backyard, you know. What I'm doing today is some gardening maintenance, taking down some weeds that are very invasive and annoying. They're called bin weeds, I believe, and it's a vining plant. I'll show you as I take them off the fence that is growing in. And of course, plant family, stay along for the ride, and I appreciate you, so stay tuned. And on this here rainy day, there's still work to be done. So I got my big boy gloves and I gotta pull some weeds out this here garden that you see right here, where the irises are that I just planted. I noticed that we had a lot of vines growing up. Binweed, and it's very much taking over, and this is my first time planting here, so I decided to do some gardening maintenance. And with these, I'll show you the reason why I have these here thick gloves, and that is because they have thorns. They're a thorny little bugger. A thorn in my side, that's for sure, but this whole thing here is filled with them. And this is what I mean when I say they're thorny. Yes. See if I can get a, yeah. If you see these babies growing, ways of getting them to slowly eradicate, because they have rhizomes underneath the soil. So if you pull them up, even if the slightest bit of that rhizome falls back into the soil, it'll re-root itself and grow up again and start climbing and taking over your flower bed. So what I've read anyway is the best way to get rid of these here invasive climbing plant is to pour boiling hot water about 3 feet around it and all over it, so that it can damage the plant and further along cause it to die out. Of course, you can use your weed killing chemicals, but I don't want to do that because all plants are going to have a bad reaction to any kind of chemicals, you know, that you bring into it, because they all are, you know, in the green life family. So be mindful of that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, and this is another recommendation that I read about, you can prune them back, clip them back, and allow them to start dying off. And that way you just keep clipping them so they cannot grow, and ultimately that will go down to the root and kill that as well once you start it. So you can maybe combine the combination of hot water, boiling hot water being poured around it while clipping it, and I think that will take care of it. If you have a very annoying weed, I'm pretty sure for all weeds, these type of methods of eradicating them can be applied to, it can be applied to multiple ones. So yeah, Let me know what you find, my plant family. And of course, share your knowledge with me, because this is, again, I'm still learning. I am always learning, and I love learning. So let me know what you find as you do your gardening, your weeding. You're out there pulling weeds like I am today. Let me know any advice. And thank you all so much for all of the comments, all of the love and support that you give me. I always know that I'm grateful and I'm thankful. And of course, subscribe if you hadn't already done so. For the newcomers, I thank you for checking out my channel, Plant Savvy. And of course, check me out in the community, subscribe, and keep the communication going, baby. This is the way that we can keep growing together. And this is what I love to do. I've been out here all day, man. I am so enthused and engulfed in this backyard garden jungle project that I can't help myself. I get off work and I come back here, start doing my compost, turning it like I did with one of my shorts, put some more coffee grounds in it. And I love it. It's coming along well. We got some hanging lights, and of course, it's growth all around. And what you have to do is, of course, try not to water your plants as much. And you can do that with outdoor plants just as easy as indoor plants. That's especially what I can easily do. I think I have done. So I just try to not water, just do a little bit of fertilizing and making sure that the plant is healthy. Prune some back. I had to prune back my tomatoes when I took the suckers that was growing in a planter, and they didn't like it. So I had to go ahead and put them in the other raised garden that I have over there. Keep pruning back your tomato plants. Prune back the suckers, because it can either cause the plant to grow about 7 feet. My tomato plant grew about 7 feet, like in the raised garden right over here, and it fell over, and I didn't know, because my first time growing a tomato plant in a raised garden. And one day I just picked it all up and I'm like, oh, this was way longer than I thought it was. It always flopping over, because it had all of those suckers on them. So prune those back and you will get bigger, better tomato, hopefully tomato production, is what I've studied and read on, and I think it'll work. I'm gonna be doing some pruning of my tomatoes as well. So just some garden chores today. And I just wanted to talk to you, my plant family, plant community. Let me know what you're doing this weekend. I hope you've had a great one. And of course, don't hesitate, subscribe, talk to me, comment, baby. And of course, enjoy the music. I made a new track for y'all, and I hope that you like that as well. So let's keep growing and flowing, baby. Till next time, keep planting.